Hello everyone and welcome to Paige's World. Today we are going to be coloring in this coloring book called Duck's Life. Just scrolling through to show you some of the pictures. Obviously we're going to start at the beginning. I don't know about you guys, but I always have to start at the beginning and then work my way through the book. I don't know if you guys can just pick one and then just go in, but I cannot do that. As you can see, I have a little divider paper basically to catch some of the leakage from my markers. The ones I just picked out there is a marker that I got for Christmas, and thanks to the little paper there, I'm testing out the colors before I use them, just to make sure that I'm getting the right kind of color that I want. Trying to find the color for the beak. I want a nice yellow, but that one first turned out more orange and yellow. This one I've got now, I'm pretty sure is the one I actually end up choosing that I thought was kind of nice. Obviously, as you can tell, I'm recording this audio after I have already done the video. So I am kind of talking in the past tense. Now, coloring in the little beak. And at first I was going to do the feet yellow, but then I realized, hey, ducks' beaks and feet, yellow and orange, not both yellow. So I went ahead and tried to find an orange for my nice little ducky feet. Now, I do realize in hindsight, and I realized later in the video, that I'm a little far away and you can see my pickle jar. I will fix that later and zoom in a little bit closer. Maybe I will even do a speed up of this after. So, I think I've done enough talking. I think I will stop, maybe add in some background music and let you guys grab your coloring books and color along for a little bit. as you can see here, I decided to grab my candle and give her a light. This is a Mulan candle from Bath & Body Works. I don't know why I decided to grab the candle. It's a lovely, lovely candle that my partner got for me. At Bath & Body Works, Mulan. Like I said, it's a very, very fragrant, very strong smell. Not my favorite smell, but I honestly wanted this candle only because Mulan is my favorite Disney princess. What is your guys' favorite Disney princess? And as you can see, so far I have gotten the 2 duckies done, and now I've decided that a checkered pattern floor would look pretty good for an aquarium. Why did I decide on this? I don't know. Constantly I was thinking about, instead of having black and white, doing black and blue, but I decided to stick with the black and white. Now I'm going to let you guys continue coloring. At this point, I'm giving this pink marker a try to, again, just see the color before I use it, but nothing comes out. It's very clear that this marker is dry. So I put it off to the side so that way I know and I can throw it out later. I then grabbed another pink. Hopefully that matches the color I was looking for. Now, these markers, like I said, they were a Christmas gift from my family, so they have not actually been used yet. So it's kind of sad that there were already dry markers in this case. That is nothing against getting the gift. That's just what it is. There were dry markers. That sucks. But overall, 99% of the markers I did use in this case were nice and good to go. It was only I only ended up with 3, maybe 4 markers at the end that were dry, and I did sadly have to throw out. I think it's right around here where I finally realized that, oh hey, I'm kind of far away. So I zoomed up my camera a little bit closer so that way you can see a bit better what I'm doing. So I have completed like the outside of the tank, and now I'm working on the fishies and everything, the stingray. Now, when I was doing the stingray, I know I did a bunch of dots, and not all stingrays have dots or whatever, but when I was doing him, all I could think about was Finding Nemo, that stingray, the teacher, and he's covered in dots. Now, I know he's more of a bluish, but I decided I was going to give him dots like that. And then I saw the little fishies over there, and I thought they kind of looked like clownfish. Now, I'm pretty sure clownfish are supposed to have a white streak, so I messed them up. And this little fish over here kind of made me think of Dory, so I made her kind of look like a blue tang, at least in my opinion. She looks like a blue tang. Now, they don't have to look like actual fish. It's your coloring book. You can, color whatever kind of fantasy you want to color. You don't have to make them realistic. None of these have to be realistic. At the end of the day, as long as you are happy with what you have colored, that is all that matters. Now, I'm using alcohol markers for this coloring book. I always use alcohol markers. I just find that they often give us a more, uniform looking color. What kind of art supplies do you guys use? Do you use crayons? Do you use charcoal? Not charcoal. What was I thinking? Pastels is what I was thinking. Do you use leads, markers? What do you guys use? What do you think works the best for your mode of art? Like I said, I enjoy my alcohol markers. Only problem is they smell a bit, and sometimes I do get it on my fingers. But that's not that big of a deal. I did not realize how close I was that you would be able to see my glasses from the camera. Sorry if that is distracting. I did not realize that I was in frame like that. I thought I was almost completely out of frame. I then go on to grab a Artist Loft marker. This is a very light blue one. I do use a blender after this. Artist Loft is what I have the most of. Very enjoyable to use alcohol marker. I do have a couple, but not many Copic. I only bought like one case because those are expensive. And where I live, we do not have many craft stores, so it is hard to get your hands on many Copics that are not specifically in a pack. And like I said, the packs can be, $50, $60 plus dollars included. And that's like the Artist Loft too. They're not cheap brands, either of these, but good quality, and I find that they last a good long while. What brand of alcohol markers do you guys use, if you use any? As you can see, I did the bubbles here. I did a little bit of blue. I did a dash of pink. Now, I did that dash of pink because I was watching another video where someone else was coloring, and she had her bubbles done so beautifully. She used like blue and pink and I think orange. She used a couple colors. I couldn't quite remember, but I said I would give it a try with the pink one just to see what it looked like. And then I threw a little bit of a blender in there just to see what that would look like, a little bit of smudged up. Now, you can see the background is also a little bit splotchy. It's not perfectly uniform, so I do go in with the blender later on. But I'm honestly thinking I should have just left it as is. I have been using CapCut to be able to talk over my audio, my video, and to add this little background music for enjoyment. And I wanted to say thank you all for joining me in Pages World and coloring with me, and I hope you have a good day, and like and subscribe if you are interested in this and doing this again. Have a good day.